Welcome back to another day in the life of a reseller vlog. Today is Thursday, February 15th. Been busy this morning getting some new listings up into the store. We did have a couple sales that came through, but first let me show you guys what I got listed. Alright, here's the last 8 listings that got up in the store. As you can see, there's a women's black shirt. The last of those champion shirts that I purchased in an online arbitrage purchase. The final Hot Wheels, might have to get some more because those are kind of fun to list. Some boots here. Up here we got some Jumpman tennis shoes. And the last of the pipes, I listed those other pipes. They sold for $61, so hopefully these will be a quick sale. Some shark teeth. This is an interesting listing. Had those and decided to get them listed. And finally, some medals. These are various vintage medals from Little League to tennis to baseball. A little bit of everything in that one. So there it is, the last 8 listings to go up in the store. I also just listed some military pins. Sometimes those take a while to show up. I think eBay has to verify that they're legit before they will let that auction go live or let that listing go live. Sometimes they take a little bit longer to appear in the search results. I've noticed that when I list into those categories. So those are going up there as well, but now it's time to turn my attention to sales. We had a couple sales come through. Let's take a look and see what sold. You see, we woke up to 2 sales for $32.66. $32.66, 2 sales. Let's check a look and see what sold. First item sold for $23.97. It's a extra large Riot Society black crew neck graphic t-shirt top, short sleeve men's. It has a really cool graphic on it. Let me show you. There it is. It looks like some sort of a teddy bear in a headdress with sunglasses and a red cup. So Riot Society is the brand. I saw that graphic, had to pick it up. Yeah, I saw that graphic. I knew somebody would like that. $23.97, so I was right. Sold for quite a bit of money for just a basic black t-shirt with one graphic on there. Riot Society, I'm not really familiar with the brand, but looks like they have a decent following online. Not a great sell-through rate, but that one was cool enough that it sold pretty quickly. Other item that sold for $8.69. It's a Port & Company black and white kids strapback Boys and Girls Club hat. One size fits all. So this morning I spent some time revising some of my old listings, and I got into the hat category, trying to take a look at some of the pricing and whatnot and adjust it a little bit. Added calculated shipping to I think about 10 or 20 of those my hat listings. I think I have over $5,000 in hats currently listed, and I think that the actions that I took this morning led to that hat sale. Someone was in the hat category and saw that I was making some moves, got some fresh eyes on that hat inventory, and one sold. So sometimes making a few little moves, a little adjustments to your listings, that'll lead to a sale like that. So personally, I like listing in the hat category, kind of an easy item to list, to photograph, to list, to ship. It's easy just all the way around. Small, doesn't take up very much room. So I'm making some efforts. I'm buying some online arbitrage lots of hats. And next week I'm going to be listing those, and I'll show them to you guys as they come in. There's a lot of interesting hats out there in these lots, so maybe I'll find a diamond in the rough, who knows, but based on the price point that I'm picking them up for, I shouldn't miss on this investment. But you'll see, making some moves in that hat category, mostly baseball snapback hats or strapback hats, but there's a few others, you know, a Kangol here and there in the lots, but mostly easy men's snapback hats. So look forward to some videos on hats in the future. Probably won't get here until next week, but come on back and watch that. It should be a pretty interesting video to see all these hats that come. Alright, there they are. Here's the Riot Society t-shirt, and this is that Boys and Girls Club hat. So we're going to get some shipping labels on those and get them ready for the customer. Alright, here they come. A couple of shipping labels fresh off the printer. Let's get them on those orders and get them ready for those customers. Alright, 2 orders for the tote, and a 1 and a 2. So now that I'm in listing mode, we might as well check out the small store. Let's take a look and see if there was anything sold out of the small store today. So I think I just said listing mode. I'm thinking about what I'm trying to get into listing mode, but I'm in packing mode right now. Let's take a look and see. I just logged into the small store. Let's take a look and see if there was any sales out of the small store today. It's like we had 1 order for $19.26. So I'm not positive, but I think this order was one that I spoke about in yesterday's video. It was a lowball offer, a $14 offer they sent in. I countered with $18 or something like that. Maybe more than that. This is what the shorts eventually sold for, was $18. Total of $19.26 on this order. So a pair of Nike shorts. Let me show you. Here they are. Like I said, a pair of Nike shorts. These are medium Nike dry fit gray running shorts. Polyester spandex blend, solid, size 26-inch waist by 6-inch inseam. So I think my advice in the past video was to just counter lowball offers, counter the low offers, and just wait for desirable items to sell at the higher price point. And that's what I did with those Nike shorts. I know there's a demand for Nike shorts, so you're not going to want to accept low offers. You got to know what the high end of the market is and what the low end of the market is, and try to get that top dollar for some of the more desirable items in your store. And that's what I did with these shorts. I think they offered 14, like I said, and waited and got a few bucks more. And over the course of a year, that amount might not seem like much right now, but you do that 100 times, that's quite a bit of money. So that's kind of my strategy in dealing with those low offers. I've got most of my listings set up to auto decline low offers below a certain amount, but when they come in right at the low end of the market, usually counter, especially if it's a Nike or one of the high-end brands like that. So as you can see, it's a nice pair of shorts, a little drawstring, had the yellow accents, dry fit, size mediums. It actually has that zipper in the back there. Even more desirable when they have that for the runners, and put your wallet and keys back there. So a nice pair of shorts are definitely worth that dollar amount. So now that I've significantly sold you guys on the desirability of these shorts, I'm going to go find them from inventory and get a shipping label on them, add them to the tote as well. Alright, let's get a label on these Nike shorts and add them to the tote. Alright, one more for the tote. So now that we have those orders all packed up, I think it's time to head into that photo station, and I'm going to show you some new inventory, some stuff I've kind of had for a while that I might have mentioned in past videos that I need to dig out and get listed. I've had it here ever since I did that Star Trek buyout, and got a lot of Star Trek books. I listed all the books and some of the collectibles, but I had this tote full of more, and let me show you. You guys will see what I'm talking about. So here it is. This was part of that Star Trek storage unit that I bought several years back. My dad and I cleaned that one out, and came across all this Star Trek collectibles. As you can see, these are brand new vintage Star Trek on-card collectibles. All the different action figures. They had all of them out there. So I put them here in this tote, and they kind of have sat here ever since, listed everything else except these. So that's one thing I tend to do when I do storage units. I usually put the best stuff aside, and sometimes I forget to just get to it. You know, that's where the bulk of the money is going to come in, and I think it's about time I deal with these. I've always thought about, like, how should I ship them? Should I put them in a box? Should I, you know, you need to wrap them in bubble because they're kind of collectibles. People want them in good condition once they show up. But I think it's time I just list them, just get them listed. I'll deal with how I have to pack them up and ship them at another time once they sell. But I think I need to get these photographed and listed. So that's kind of what I'm going to focus on doing today, get this stuff photographed and begin the listing process of these action figures. I'm not sure exactly how much money they're worth. Some of them, I haven't really done the research to be honest, but I know a lot of the Star Trek stuff is desirable, so we might have some good finds in this, and maybe it'll be less than I expect, but there is an extensive number of them, so just based on the sheer number, we're looking at a decent amount of money in this tote. This is probably the best one of the batch. I kind of set this one aside because it had a price tag of $85 on it. It's the Whoopi Goldberg, and it is signed by Whoopi, it looks like right there. She has her signature on this one. So looks like the $85 price tag. Who knows what a signed Whoopi Goldberg action figure like this would go for, but I might hold on to this one and let it. It's only going to go up in value, so hold on to this one and I'll deal with the rest first. I don't know, what do you guys think? What do you think a signed Whoopi Goldberg action figure like that would sell for? I guess we can look it up, right? Let's give a look and see if there's any signed Whoopi action figures online.
Whoopi's cool and all, but my signature would be worth more.
Here's one on the market. They have it listed for $75. No signature on this one though. Yet there's one here listed for $13. So they're all over the board. So I did a search of keywords Whoopi Goldberg signature. It looks like there's 32 listed, and but nothing on any Star Trek stuff. So mostly from the movie Ghost and some of her books. So nothing on any Star Trek action figures. So it might be something unique that I could put out on the market and kind of ask what I want for it. Since there's no competition. So I think what I'm going to do is probably get the rest of that stuff listed, get the other ones listed first, and then decide if I want to put Whoopi up there. Maybe put her up for like $100 and see if there's any interest in it. Who knows, maybe some collector will want to pick it up at that price point. So I was getting ready to photograph those Star Trek action figures when I checked the mail and had an online arbitrage purchase come in. It was a small one, so I'm not going to do a separate video on it, but I thought I would share it with you guys. I bought it for $9.50. Let me give you guys a look. Here it is. It was listed as a junk drawer 65 plus mixed lot wholesale flea market miscellaneous mini toys and accessories. So just a little toy lot. Won it for $4.25 plus shipping. Total of $9.50 paid. Let me scroll you through these so you can get a better look. Just all kinds of little tiny toys. I think the biggest one was the E.T. kid on a bicycle, it looked like. I forget what his name is, but you see him there. He's in the corner there. That's him. That's probably the biggest one. The rest of them are really small. They've showed up here. I opened a package already, so here's what you see in the auction. They did provide a lot of pictures, as you can see. Little skateboards. That little gnome, he kind of caught my eye. He's pretty cool. He actually lights up. I found that out. I'll show that to you in a second, but let's get through the rest of these photos. They put quite a few photos so you could kind of see exactly what you were getting. There was a little Buzz Lightyear in there. Some airplanes. There was a little pair of earrings there. So I might list those separately. Not sure why they threw that in, but there's the beginning photo. Let me give you a look at it. So like I said, I got it in the mail, opened it up, and spread it out here on the table. Kind of separated it by category of how I'm planning to list it to make a little bit of money back. It's not going to be a large task, just a few quick listings to probably quadruple my money, potentially. But let me show you how I'm going to handle it. So here it is. I've separated it. It came in this little manila envelope here, and I separated it by categories here. This is that little gnome. If you press him, let's see if we can get him to see. He lights up. Something lights him up. There he goes. So a little gnome that lights up. It's kind of fun. So a little gnome that lights up, and then we got what is his name? Olaf, right? Olaf from that's the cartoon, and a couple planes. I'm gonna put those together in one lot probably. And then these are all other small little action figures. As you can see, there's a little robot, a little alien, the Buzz Lightyear, Captain America up here, a little what do you call him? Pirate, snowman, a little turtle. So I'm gonna put all those together in one lot. And then up here, these are all animals, all kinds of different animals. A turtle, a crab, a little reindeer. Look like a My Little Pony type stuff. Dinosaurs, cats. There's like a little larger dinosaur at the bottom here and a little teddy bear. I think this is a little rabbit right here. So all kinds of little smalls. I'm going to put that into one lot. So there's 3 listings. I'm going to do 2 more, make it a total of 5 listings out of this $9.50 purchase. This is kind of an online arbitrage thing that I do quite regularly. Buy something online, flip it back online through my eBay stores to make a little bit of profit. You don't have to go searching for inventory. You just order it up. It comes right to you. A quick and easy way to make a few bucks. Here, let me show you these other 2 that I'm going to list separately. I'm going to list this E.T. guy. I think he's from E.T. And there's a bike here, or maybe just a guy on a bike, I don't know. It doesn't even look like he fits on the bike quite regular, but I'm going to list those two together. And then over here is a pair of earrings that I'll probably list that for $5 or something. It doesn't appear to have matching backs, but it does have two backs on it, but they look a little bit different than each other, but no biggie, those will stay on the ear. So 5 lots. There's this one, the one with the action figures, the larger one with the animals, the guy on the bike, and then the earrings. And then we still have all this stuff left over, just other smalls that I'll probably throw into another junk drawer lot somewhere down the line. There were a couple little Lego guys. I know these can be worth some money, so I might add those to the other Lego pieces that I have. I have a little Lego lot going upstairs. So the way I think about it, I invested $9.50 in this toy lot, and I'm probably going to do 5 $10 listings. So turning $9.50 into potentially $50, 5x your investment. That's kind of right where you want to be. It's going to take a while. You know, obviously these toys are not that desirable, but eventually, excuse me, they will sell. So that's the plan. Get them up, get them listed, and let them sit there until the right buyer comes along and takes them home. If that doesn't work, they sent me some matches, so I could always just light it on fire, right? Joking. So here's my little section of Lego minifigs. I gotta put these together in a lot eventually. These are all minifigs, so I added those to the headless minifig to that one. Maybe we can find a head for them somewhere along the way. This is kind of just a table of miscellaneous stuff I've been listing off of the last couple months. It was completely full. Now we got a little space on it. I'll probably lot some of this up. A lot of this comes from junk drawer lots. I'll show you some of it. These are all phones. Not sure if any of those have any value. I'm not a phone expert. Some candles, so just little smalls. We got a little snow globe here. I was thinking about listing this, but not sure if it's worth much money. But a little snow globe. This I picked up at a garage sale for like $1. I know this will sell, but I gotta find the proper bubble wrap and stuff to get it in safely to where it needs to go. And then there's some electronics. I gotta look into what all this stuff is. Phones and cords and remotes and an old Pepsi Cola. If you get thirsty, we got one here. It's only about 20 years old probably, but I wouldn't crack into that one. What do you guys think it would taste like? Charleston. 16 fluid ounces of Pepsi Cola. It doesn't quite have the date on here, but it's got to be over 20 years old. You can see there's a little bit of sediment on the bottom there. Maybe the sugars have kind of coagulated a little bit. It says the Mountain State, West Virginia. West Virginia. The state flag shows the coat of arms on the white field. Agriculture and industry are represented by the farmer and the miner. Cross rifles indicate that Liberty will be defended. Oh, I wasn't even on it, but that's what it says there. Liberty will be defended. So they're talking about this flag here. Let's see if we can zoom you in and give you guys a better look. Is that in focus? It looks like it is. The West Virginia flag. Farmer and the miner, cross rifles indicate liberty will be defended. So that's your history lesson for the day. I think I'm going to go take some photos of those toys and try to get some of those online tonight. Alright, we got into list mode, got a whole stack of smalls here listed up into the store. So I ended up bailing on the Star Trek action figure idea. I didn't list those tonight, I might get to that tomorrow, but I did list all those little toys that came in. Let me give you guys a look. Here's that last set of earrings that was also in that lot. Here's a look at those other 5 listings that I told you I was going to do. I got them up, the gnome and the planes there, and Olaf. And a batch of smalls here. I did end up bulking up the rest of that stuff into another lot. There's the guy on the bike and all those small action figures there. So hopefully some of those will sell over time and we'll get our investment back and be in the profit. So it actually ended up being over $60 worth of inventory based on that $9.50 purchase. So $60 plus, I have calculated shipping on that. So if it sells, you're getting that shipping rate as well. So $60 turning 10 into 60, that's 6x your money once it all sells. Couple sell and we'll be in the profit, so that's not a bad little venture. I think I'll do alright on that unit. It's just going to take a while for those to sell since the demand isn't necessarily there, but I'm going to call an end to the video here, but I want to thank everybody for watching this day in the life of a reseller. We'll probably start up tomorrow, same deal, we'll check out what sells and probably get started on those Star Trek figures. I've got that tote out there that I showed you earlier, and get that stuff figured out and photographed and begin listing it. We did a little research today. We found out that Whoopi Goldberg figure is worth somewhere between 10 and 100 depending on where you want to list it. I think the autographed one is probably worth closer to 100. But you can get those action figures aren't going for as much as I thought. But we'll look at the other ones. There might be some others that are worth more than the Whoopi figure, but Star Trek figures tomorrow and whatever else we get into. So thanks again for watching this one to the end. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.